हो गई। मीटिंग चालू हो चुकी है। ठीक है। अब यहाँ पे वो ये ऑन कर।
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, everybody. We'll just give it another 3 minutes.
Morning, ma'am.
Miss Megha, is any information?
Megha is here, ma'am.
Megha. Sorry, Rohini.
No, ma'am. No,
Sorry,
it would be.
Rohini. No information.
Sorry,
Okay.
Rohini, no, go, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So we'll just wait.
Yeah,
Let her join. So we'll start the session.
sure. Morning, everybody. Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Runalini said bad network. At least she messaged. Oh, she's
Yeah,
here.
she's here. She's
She's
here.
Okay, okay.
Hello,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. I think Soumya also says that bad network.
It was
So
Soumya, I guess. Sorry, Mrunalini.
Soumya was saying that.
Yeah, Soumya was mentioning that.
Okay. Right. We'll start today's session. So any questions from last week's session before we start today's session? Any questions in your understanding, thing that you have? Any questions you have? No? Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I have submitted assignment. Did you get that?
Yes. Yes. I've got
Okay.
3 of yours. Yes, I've put it in my folder. Okay. Yes, I've received. So feedback wise, I've not got much, but no, I could see that reading the domains of teaching was boring. That was something that I saw, but we can't help it. You will have to read it. Otherwise, you'll find it difficult to set your expectations and go ahead with your coursework. So today we will be working with reflection, understanding what is reflective practice and its importance, theories of reflective practices, becoming a reflective practitioner, and practice reflection through journal entries. So remember, this journal is your personal journal. You need not share it with me. But how to write your class reflection in your journals, we will be discussing today. Okay. So before that, we have to understand why we need reflective practice and what is the importance of having reflective practice. Okay. Since we don't have the number, I thought of giving 3 groups. We'll have 2. Let me, okay. You have the article there, critical reflection. Okay. We'll see the group 3 work. We will keep it as common. So group 1, I'll just share it in the chat box. Miss, okay. Group 1 will go through the article that is shared here. Group 2 will go through the PDF that was shared to you in the resources, that is about critical reflection.
Which group you were in, Soumya? Rohini and Anandita, there's group discussions happening.
Okay. So can we have group 1 presenting their thoughts
Sure,
on
ma'am.
the questions? What is reflection? What is the value of reflection for teachers? How can reflection be promoted in schools?
So, ma'am, can we start?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so the first question will be answered by me, the second by Yamini ma'am, and the third by Sarah ma'am. So
Okay.
I will be talking about what is reflection. So what I've
Mm,
understood is reflection is basically it's a essential component or a key component to
mm,
improve both as a teacher and a learner. It helps us to think back. It helps us to learn from our experiences and apply that insight into further uh, teaching and learning processes, which helps
okay.
us to develop as a both as a
Mm,
teacher and as a learner.
yeah.
Uh, Yamini ma'am, please.
Hello, ma'am. I'll be talking about values of reflection for teacher. So, uh, reflection provides insight, introspect to the teachers on what they taught and how they are teaching. And it also provides it acts as a key navigation tool to go through the changes that are happening, uh, be it worldwide in terms of pedagogy or the challenges that are regularly happening in the class or on the topics and the demands, be it the school or again it connects back to the teaching and how we teach. So
Mm,
this is the value uh, where the teacher reflection gives values on these areas for teacher. It improves them in these areas to be very adaptable, you know, to act like a chameleon when it is needed to the
mm,
surroundings.
okay. Okay.
Sarah ma'am, over to
Yes,
you.
yeah. So my question is, how can a reflection be promoted in school? Uh, in the over here, it's about reflective teaching and active reflection. Like for reflective teaching, giving teachers time and structure and guidance. For an example, I'm taking a class, and my the person who can give me proper feedback is the teachers around me. Like they have seen my class how it was before and now how it is. So they can give me a proper feedback. That honest review is very important. And for active reflection, how we practice, like I just said, how we practiced before and now how it is. So our valuable resource is our community, that is our teachers, our colleagues who are who are around us and who can help us give us a proper feedback. And by
Okay.
even collaborating with other schools, how other schools are reflecting over so if we have certain issues, how they are dealing with it and how we can deal with it. By this practice also, we can get better results. And not
Okay.
in this article, I have found one thing very interesting. In the other article that was shared, that we have to read previously, it was one reflecting without reflection, teachers may see minority cultures as deficient rather than different. It was said this way. So in our case in India, we can say that there will be few students who are kind of mischief makers, so we may think them as deficient, and like we usually teachers label them as, like, the troublemaker of the class. So if we reflect on how they are coming from, where they are coming from, or what exactly that one person need, will change the entire scenario.
Very true. Very true. That's true.
So in the start of it, it's like a troublemaker. By the end of it, by our reflection, because we don't have to reflect on every student. Not every student is a troublemaker. There will be like one or two or just handful of them on which we have to work. So by the end of it, by proper reflection, the scenario will change completely.
Very good. Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nice, Sarah. That was really nice. Yeah. So we'll move on to group 2. Group 2, can you start your questions? What is critical reflection?
Yes, ma'am. First is the
What
reflective
developmental as
teaching.
Rupa ma'am, you're
Yes, ma'am.
saying
I'll
something?
start, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll start the meaning of critical reflection. As I just stated in when we were in the breakout room, that the critical reflection, which I just understood from the document, is the process of carefully examining one's own beliefs, one's own values, teaching practices, and experiences to just better understand how they actually influence our our learning and relationships in the classroom. So according to the definition which is given, it just goes beyond just looking back on what happened in the class. It just involves our complete analyzation why things happen in a certain way, and
Mm.
and alongside we should alongside considering how to improve for the future.
Okay. Right.
What steps we need to take in our teaching to improve, that is. And it just helps it helps the teachers to just identify their strength, weaknesses in their teaching methods, so that it just provides the encouragement for the continuous growth, and just avoids the professional stagnation, basically. Critical reflection.
Very good. Okay. What developmental aspects are we to consider during critical reflection? Who's going to talk about that? Yes, Mrinalini.
Yeah, under the aspects of development, we can think of pedagogical growth, like encouraging the experimentation with the new strategies and the needs of the student. And then we can think of collaborative learning, that is, for example, conferencing, or peer coaching, group reflection. And then we can think of the reflecting on knowledge about the student development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lisa. Okay. The third question, why is that the teacher should not become comfortable in her teaching practices? Now, why
Can I
should a
answer that,
teacher?
ma'am?
Yeah.
Can I answer that? Or it's for Murlani, ma'am?
It's for group 2.
Sorry, ma'am.
I'll give you the chance. Once they finish, we'll open it. Yeah. Why is that a teacher should not become comfortable in her teaching practices? Group 2, anyone?
Yes, ma'am. Shall I?
Yeah, yes, Rupa ma'am.
So according to that document which we have read, there's a story of the veteran teacher being with the 1 year's experience. It's stated that 1 year's experience is 10 times. That actually illustrates the danger of stagnation and the lack of professional growth. Means
Very
that
true.
right. So according to that teachers can easily fall into the comfortable but unhelpful patterns. After a few years of experience, they just come in their comfortable zone, right? They just don't practice anything new. So to just avoid that complicancy, teachers must maintain the curiosity, inquiry, and reflection.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Mrinalini.
Uh, in continuation to this, I think we can miss the opportunity of growth as stagnation comes. And then there will be a false sense of effectiveness also.
That's true. Yes,
Yeah.
false sense of effect. Everything is going well, that feeling. Yeah, yes, Rohini.
Good morning, ma'am. Sorry. Actually, we will think that we need not think that we are perfect in everything. Why? Because we should be constantly updating ourselves and growing, to keep on growing ourselves, so that we will improve our own self, and also we will teach others in such a way how to
Okay.
develop from the core. So we should always not keep ourselves in the comfortable zone. If we put the ourselves in comfortable zone, then we can't able to explore higher waters. That's what I understood from this.
Very true. Very true. Yes, Sarah, what is that you would like to talk about?
I wanted to say that only about the stagnant, but that ma'am have already conveyed that.
Okay.
I can even add just one point that it's not from this because she almost shared everything from this article. From the previous article, I can say that for it can impact our professional growth from our personal growth, and it can improve our relationship.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, that's all.
Okay. Yeah. See,
Thank
there,
you.
just a quick recap. Critical reflection is actually a process that we as teachers do not take everything for granted, but identify our own assumptions that governs our actions. Okay, locate why we had those thought or assumptions in place, question the meanings of assumptions, and develop alternate ways of acting based on those assumptions. Many of us have, isn't it? So it is more of challenging the socio-political, cultural, and professional way of acting of a teacher. It is more related to the challenge that we give ourselves during our teaching process. See, sometimes it's not only with you, with me also. Like the teacher is on leave for 1 week. Okay. We think of stepping in. Oh, it's a small class, it's a lower class. I can go, I can teach this topic, closing my eyes. But once you step in and you start teaching, what happens? There will be questions. Remember, it's never about the content. It's never about the content because maybe you're thorough with the content, but it is about the way the students learn. That changes batch after batch. So you teach them very nicely. You think, wow, I have delivered everything. And next day, no, you think, okay, I'll conduct a test. And you will find them, no, none of them have answered. And that leads to frustration. Why that frustration has come? Because of our assumptions. So challenging those assumptions is more important in the teaching field, teaching profession, so that we do not become comfortable and we become lifelong learners, so that we can set goals every time and overcome them with our uh, analytical approach. So when we talk about the developmental aspects, remember again, Bloom's taxonomy is at work here, except the fifth stage. You have to start with the knowledge part of it, whether they are understanding what you're teaching, whether they are able to, whether they are having the curiosity for learning, whether they are able to analyze. It's not only for the students, for you also, whether you are able to analyze whatever you're teaching is reaching the students and make a judgment call on that. So that is where the developmental aspects come. Okay. So reflection is very, very important when you are in schools, not only for you as a teacher, for the students also. Today, actually, if you look at books, books come with a page. Did you understand your lesson one? What are the key points that you are able to recall? Remember, that is a small page that publishers give. That is nothing but the reflection page, asking the student to reflect on whatever he has learned. So reflection is not only important for you as a teacher, it's important for the student, because if we develop reflection, remember, he becomes a lifelong learner. That is the advantage of it. Okay. So now let us go to the group 3 part of it. That is the group 3, though it's not there. Quickly, you can do this as an individual activity. Read the link. Read the link. And present your viewpoints. Read the link and present your viewpoints. The benefits of reflection and reflective teaching. Now remember, this is more about writing your journals. So you can think about it. What is the quick of reflection and reflective journal? You can just go through it. Just one or two of your favorite here in the chat box. Okay, Samya has put reflective practice will ensure that each student is benefiting from the learning experience. Good, right? Yes, others, please start putting in. You didn't find any benefits?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just trying to do with my laptop.
Okay. Identify your strengths and weaknesses. Yes, definitely. Questioning why, how, what. Very good. Challenges the practices that may seem. That's really good, Rupa. Provides productive feedback for teachers, conducting self-assessments. It involves intentionally teaching on their own, reflecting on the teaching practices. Very good, Rohini. Innovation and creating creative teaching methods. Very good. So what is the benefit of it, Yamini? What is the advantage of having an innovative and creative teaching method? What is the benefit of it? Megha, Sara. Please start keying in. Please start keying in. Okay, Megha's Rohini says with new strategies. Okay, with new strategies. Okay, Megha says it will help improve our relationship with students as it will help us understand each student is individual learner with unique needs. Very true. Yes, it helps us understand how the learner performs, and actually we don't treat him as a group, as Sara rightly said, not a person with deficiency, but with diverse needs. That's true. Yes. Yamini, you can unmute and also tell the answer. Innovation and creative teaching, but what is the benefit of it?
It engages the class in the first place, and it
Very good.
delivers, and it like the deliverability, the differentiated class. So when you come innovatively, you know, according to your learners, you cater differently to the learners. So first of all, when you're reflecting, you know that this is the where you went wrong or where it did not benefit the class. So by innovating, you come up with your own strategies, creating something that fits to that group where you want to give the same topic, where they learn. So it increases your creativity in reaching the same class, and
Very
the
true. Very true.
productivity also.
Yes. And no, all these are related with student engagement, student motivation. Every time we say we have to motivate the student. Here you need not. When you have a creative classroom with engaging strategies, you need not motivate the students. The students are motivated. Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes.
So I keep the students engaging in the class,
Yes.
but there is a gap between application and learning. So when I'm reading today's session, I'm reflecting on the current situation that I am going through also. So so we discussed with other teachers also about this. Why is there gap in between the learning and application? We know that there is learning because you said before, when you do the activity in the class, the children participate. When you give the paper, you don't see the result on the paper. So uh, like I'm cracking my head on this part from 2 days. And when I'm coming to the same scenario, when you're explaining, I'm looking forward where you can give me any way or,
See, the basic, that again goes to our previous class.
oh,
Okay, what happens is that is where we define goal setting first.
okay.
Because generally what happens is when the teacher teaches the curriculum, it is based on the content,
Yes.
not on your applicative level.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're not teaching on the applicative level. You're teaching the content in the class and asking your questions on the applicative level.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You got it?
I got
Your
it.
expectations in the class, your objective you have set at some level, and your question paper is in this level. So you will automatically get the gap.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you. Yes, ma'am. I
So
got
that
it.
is the reason why we set this course with that. No, go
Okay.
with your course expectation. Your expectation should be in the classroom this much. And
Okay.
when your question paper comes a little lower also, they will be comfortable answering it.
Yes.
Okay?
Got it.
Yeah. So
Thank you, ma'am.
it gives deeper understanding of personal teaching style, strength and weakness. Student benefit, academic performance improves, increases engagement. Very good. Okay, she has put all, Mrinalini has clubbed everything and put, very good. Increases self-awareness. Remember, that is something that is most 100% needed for reflection. Okay. So now let us just dwell. I'll give you the brief of the theories first and then ask you to go into the document, because last time I did the reverse. I found that no teachers were struggling. So first let me give a brief about the theories. So there are 3 reflective theories that you will have to understand. Time and again, no, see, understand this, read about this so that it comes automatically into your head. Whenever you're in the class, you have situations, you will connect it. Okay. First one is Cole's reflective cycle. Okay. Cole's reflective cycle is about doing, reviewing, learning, and then you are planning. What you have learned from your experience, planning. So what is doing? You step into the class now, like how Yamini told us an example, you go do it in the class. After that, you're reviewing and reflecting, okay, my students have not performed. When I asked questions, they were not able to answer. Okay. Then you conclude, arrive at a conclusion. Okay, maybe my delivery, I have done this explanation, but not given them the contextual connection for this, or whatever connections I have to make for, no, or the application that I have to give for this, I have not given them an idea about it. Then next, what you do, you plan in such a way that your content is also delivered and you are giving an applicative thinking in any strategy, whatever strategy you're using, you're giving that. This is one cycle, in one way in which you can do it. That is, this particular theory is called as Kolb's theory. Okay. The next one is cons. There are 2: reflection in action, reflection on action. Reflection in action happens in the classroom when you're doing things. Okay. So that is, all of a sudden you change the way that you say, think, okay, this is not working. For example, you're teaching addition and you find that instead of carrying over, the child is writing in the same space. You understand that something that you've taught is not going into them. You change the strategy then and there. That is reflection in action. Okay, decide how to act and you act immediately. Next is reflection on action. Reflection happens after your class. That is, you're rethinking about your class and you're thinking, okay, 2 of my students were not able to understand this. Where did I go wrong? Remember, you're not going to say where the students went wrong. That is not reflection for you. Your reflection should be, where did I go wrong in my teaching that they did not understand? Reconsider the situation. Think about what needs to be done so that you can change your teaching plan in the future. That is cons reflection. But generally, we will be using Gibbs. Okay. Gibbs. So this is about in your class, what happened. Need not take down. You have a format where all these questions are and you'll be working out. What were your feelings when it happened? Remember, when we talk of feelings, it's feelings. Huh? Evaluation, what was good about it, what was bad about it, what sense can you make about this experience, what you need to improve on, and how will you improve about it. Okay, so this is Gibbs cycle. So just I'll try and share this video. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Please listen carefully because this video, every word is very important. Okay.
Reflective writing is a process of putting into writing your reflective thinking. Reflective thinking is actually the important part of the process. The writing is just a way of documenting that this has happened. When people first start to reflect, they often think that it's about looking back at an event and thinking about what they've learned from the experience. What they don't realise is that it is equally about looking forward, imagining future events and thinking about how the lessons you've learned could be applied. It is therefore a three-stage process, looking back and analysing and projecting into the future. Without the third stage, it could be pointless. It's also really important that when you look back at an event, you don't just concentrate on it in isolation. You need to take a metaphorical step backwards so that you can see it in the context of other events and other learning. These can and should influence your viewpoint when reflecting on that event. All of this can be written about in your reflective writing. When most people reflect, they write about what happened, about when it happened, often in the form of a timeline. I did this, then I did that. They write about who was involved and perhaps where it happened. These are useful things, but they are basically descriptive, and writing about them does not actually contribute to useful reflection. Instead, you should write about your thoughts about the event, during it, after it, and since. You should also include information about how it made you feel. Were you uncomfortable doing it? Did you feel confident about it? Instead of what, when, who, and where, you need to write about why. Why did you do it that way? How? How will you change it in the future? You should also think about the implications. You learned something, but so what? How does that help you? Writing that answers these questions is truly reflective. So, how much description is needed and how much reflection? Description is important, but it should be kept to a minimum. It exists merely in order to put the reflection into context. A typical piece of reflective writing should have short bouts of description followed by a lot of reflection. One important part of reflection is hindsight. This is the ability to look back at an event with knowledge that wasn't available during the event. Typically, some hindsight will initially hit immediately following an event as a result of knowledge gained in the process of that event. This is the if only moment when you first look back. What then happens is you gain more hindsight gradually over time as more knowledge becomes available. This can be incredibly frustrating if you think you can't change things. However, if at the point you reflect, you realise you've learned a lot from the experience and you can change things in the future, this is actually very empowering. When writing about that learning, it is important to not only think about how it can be directly applied to similar situations, but how it can be adapted and translated to other situations. For instance, If you have to give a presentation, you may spend a lot of time preparing for it and be really happy with the way that it went when you delivered it. But what if someone afterwards asks you a really awkward question, one you hadn't prepared for? You might feel a bit flustered and not answer it how you would have liked. When you reflect on this, you may write about how you did not like that feeling, and in future presentations you'll need to think about more possible questions and prepare answers beforehand. However, you may also think about other situations where thinking beyond the immediate problem would come in useful. And you may realise that despite being unprepared, you did manage to give an answer of sorts. This may make you realise that you can think on your feet and give you confidence to do the same in other situations. You could put all of these thoughts into your reflective writing. If you imagine an experience as a wet cloth, the purpose of reflection is to wring every last drop of learning out of that experience. It's also about showing that you can think about how you can put that learning into action. Nobody's saying this is easy. When you first start writing your reflections down, it can seem very strange. You may learn things about yourself that you're not comfortable with. You can feel like you're really struggling uphill. However, when it becomes a regular activity, it can feel perfectly normal and relatively easy. The great thing about reflecting is that it's very rewarding. When you realise that you can analyse things and work out possible ways forward for yourself, your self-confidence gets a real boost. Reflective writing is just a way to formalise and encourage such reflective thinking.
Ma'am, you're on mute.
I didn't know that. Sorry, I was on mute. Okay, so I hope that you have understood. I'll share this link in the chat box. You can take a 5 minutes break, okay? And you can again watch this because this is a very, very important video. And this will actually help in reflective writing. Once you come back, I'll give you the getting started with guide where you have all the notes about this theories. Go through it, okay? Right. Now we'll have a short break. It's 10:33, 10:38. We will be coming back. Yeah, so welcome back. So I'll be sharing this. You can share your ideas in the chat box, or you can unmute and talk.
Ma'am, should we provide an example of a situation or something like that for any of the
No,
theories?
no, not now. You'll have the format working. Now you just put your ideas about reflection. Okay. Okay. Rupa ma'am, please put your version. Please put what is your understanding. Yamini, that's good. Okay. Our own practices, yes. We may get frustrated too. That's true, Rohini. Okay. Others? Experience to theory, pedagogy to future improvement. Okay. 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 Anything else from the document?
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes, Sarah.
Yes. By reflective uh, by this we can be very innovative, we can be confident, we can engage the students very nicely. It won't be like a bond between like a teacher and a student, it will be more like a partnership bond, because they are going to take you as your teacher, and will share by different way of teaching them. They will be more close to you by sharing their learning process if they are not able to understand, because you are removing that barrier of traditional student and teacher way of thinking by thinking to their level and making them understand the concept that is easier and fun for them to relate and do their work.
Very true. Very true. Yes.
And can I speak,
And
ma'am?
in turn,
Yes,
we can,
Rohini.
and and in turn, if we do this all this way, as we being human, we will be more self-confident, as we our purpose is to teach. And when we teach them and then the students are enjoying our lessons, it will boost up our self-confidence also, and it will help us grow and work more harder on it. So this
Very
all we can achieve by just one simple thing, reflection. Even though it's not very easy to reflect on our things, but when we start, it will be very useful for us.
yes. Yes, Rohini.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, what I understood by this is actually reflection. Reflection means we should need to be accountable for the mistakes what we have done, and we should need to be rectify that. And we should also teach students the same thing, that whatever if they did anything mistake, they need not hide it, and they should come forward, and they should reflect on their wrongdoings, either whoever it may be, so that teacher will guide them. And if we does anything mistakes, so that we if we reflect on that, our mentors or our superiors, they will guide us in a proper way. There is an oldest saying, like when I am reading going through this, I recall that, like in Telugu there is a phrase like pachtatapam minchina prayachitam, like that. Not only in everything in our day to day life aspect, whether it's teaching or whether it's anything, if we reflect, then there we will not repeat that mistakes again. So if we are not reflecting, and if we are hiding that, and if we are like defending ourselves that okay, what we does is right, this method we are implementing in teaching is right, if we are blindly following that without getting any reflection, without giving any um, explanation or anything, then it means that we are not learning anything out of our mistakes. That's what I understood through this document which I learned. Thank you.
Rohini, it can be mistake. It need not be mistake. That is reflection. It is not about mistakes making. For example, I'll tell you, in the class you have taught say example, you have taught 40 students, 20 have given you answer, 20 have not given you answer. There is no mistake that you have done there. Okay. You are wondering why the other 20 did not learn. Yes.
Yes.
Then you start thinking that, okay, when I was teaching, I know the student's background. Did I look into it when I was teaching? That is, did you accommodate the diverse needs of the students? Did you go to, like, no, did your teaching reach every one of them? It's not a mistake there.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what you're talking about is realizing that they had made a mistake. That is not we are talking about. We are talking about reflection in the class. See,
Okay.
Yamini gave a very good example. For example, I teach the students 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, they are answering. Okay. But the moment I ask them, I have 3 apples and someone else has 2 apples, but what do you think is the total? When I ask that question and the child is not able to answer it, now I start thinking, isn't it in the class 3 plus 2 he was able to answer? Why in the exam when it came as a sentence he was not able to answer?
Okay.
Where exactly is the misconception lying?
Okay, ma'am.
That
I got it.
reflection. That is reflection. You rethinking on why the students' learning was hindered. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So I was thinking that it's a self reflection, means it is where we did wrong, so that the student got
It
impacted
need
because
not
of
be
it.
what you did wrong. It can be what strategy went wrong in the
Okay.
class. Okay. Or what strategy you did not use.
Okay, madam.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you,
Or
ma'am.
or else, ma'am, we can say that it is just the our deeper insight into the classroom, into
Yes.
the
Your deeper
classroom,
insight. Yes.
into the
Yes. That's
classroom
true. Your
dynamic,
deeper.
and and their own and our
Yes.
own assumptions,
Yes.
what we have thought about.
True. You what you have thought about, that is very true. And anything else? There are a lot of examples. You start thinking, you will get lot of examples in your own mind. See, a teacher in the class, this has happened to me, like, no, has taught about weavers and the problems of weavers. That is, they don't get paid, the middlemen get paid. She has done wonderfully. But the problem was there in the class, she asked directly, what were the problems the weavers were facing? Okay. Exam, the question came, Nala is a weaver. He works in a village and his direct supervisor pays him this much. He suffers from poverty. Okay, he suffers from poverty. Why do you think Nalla has faced this situation? Now, it is the same answer. Answer is same. But the teacher did not give this dimension in the class. You understood where the problem is coming. Now, is it the teacher's
It is
fault?
based on the analytical skills. Basically, they should
Is
analyze the
it the
situation. They they should
is it
put
the
that
teacher's fault?
situation, whatever being taught in the class,
I
whatever
have.
being taught.
Yes, Yamini.
So, like the same example I'll give and the situation that arised out of it. So, in the class, I teach for lower grade, grade one, I teach two subjects. So, I'm specifically taking science as an example because it's very more much easier to press. So, in the class, we are teaching about the right material to use to make the right object. That was a learning objective. So we had discussion about tables, chairs, benches, bikes, and all of it. So we discussed, what if we make a bench with a paper? What will happen? So everybody answered, and they're like, we can't make bike with paper. If we sit, it'll tear. Like, we cannot even sit. All that reasoning is done. When it comes to question paper, I've modified it and I gave it like, what if you make a pot with a paper? So here they were not able to apply the same logic, and I was like, they're able to do it, but why are they not able to? In the class, in discussion, there's no, like, all the, including every differentiated learner, they're able to process it. But when it came to the paper, they're not able to process the question. So we had discussion in our group, and we were like, what might be the reason and what might have happened, and we came to two conclusions. So they figured out applying that logic only on a hard or a solid material. That same logic they did not apply on the absorbing material. So that, like, where is the gap is where we are working on, like, what the content is delivered, but it is not applied. So
that means, where are we actually going wrong actually in our classroom delivery?
yeah,
We need to start looking at giving students options of setting things with different materials. In the class itself, you can ask, okay, if it's an iron table, what do you think happened? Imagine a chair is made of paper, what do you think happened? So ask the students to come out with different situations. Then one of them, see, we remember, we cannot make 40 different thought process, but the student can make. Yes. And one of them would have thought about making paper and pot. Your answer would have been done in the class. Now, even if he had thought, why not use paper as towel, your answer would have come.
yes, very true, very true. I
Yes.
understood. Yes, ma'am.
So these, now one thing you have to understand, Rohini, here is that the teacher is not at fault. It was the choice that we made that did not give them that exposure. Okay. So we have to see, that is where that word deliberate becomes deliberate, and intentionally we have to make choices in the classroom such a way that the larger exposure is given to the students, so that they can answer even different sorts of questions, which will allow them actually now to think critically.
But
Yes,
one thing,
Rohini.
ma'am, when we gave people, children, to make a group discussion, giving one concept, they are coming up with different ideologies beyond the subject what we thought. By their own, they are coming up with the ideologies. I
Again, I
understood
will
one.
ask you, go back to give cycle. What reflection you should have done? See, for everything this is useful. When I give a discussion topic, they are going outside the boundaries. So where exactly in the guidelines I did not mention what is the limitation of your discussion? That should be the next thought that you have to give. You understood, Rohini?
Yes, ma'am.
That is
So
reflective practice.
actually, I am saying what I understood by this scenario is, I thought students, when they are in group, while listening to others' thoughts, they are digging up their own thoughts, and they are thinking beyond the box. But when given in the question papers and when given the individual test to the students, they are able to come up with the same ideas. So, is it so? Where is the wrong, ma'am? That one.
My question to you is same. When they are working in groups, why are they able to do? When it is individual, why are they not able to do? Where exactly in my teaching am I lacking that collaborative skill which is not emphasized during their individual, or which is not, they are not able to recall during their individual activity.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Everything is connected to this cycle. Only thing is we will have to arrange it in a pattern in such a way we'll get answers. If you are not able to find direct answers, you'll get lots of research papers which have worked on it. You can search for it, you will get your answer. You'll definitely get your answer.
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. There are certain misconceptions also. Okay. Now there is a small activity. After this, we'll go to misconception. You have a reflective cycle format. Think about the recent class that you have taken. Okay. Complete that format one. Each one of you will share. All of you will share. Okay. Later we can do a peer review. First you finish these reflective cycle format. Remember the format that is, this is the format that is given. Think about one of your class. In the description, you have to write the class, subject, okay, and the topic. Okay, when you are writing, write about the class you have taken, okay, the subject and the topic. I'll give you 10 minutes. Now it's 11 to 11:12. We will stop and we'll have, you will be sharing and showing us your Gibbs reflective cycle. This is important for everyone. Now remember this, you're not going to upload, but whatever you're writing here is very essential when you're writing your assignment.
Ma'am, did you share the link in the chat box?
No, it's not a link, it's a Word document. You can download the document. See that?
The Word document which was shared earlier.
Reflective cycle doc it is.
Sure, ma'am.
Ma'am, there is some problem in doing the download. Actually, I'm just trying to do that, but this entire whenever I'm doing that entire link is being downloaded. It's not the document.
Okay.
I'm getting this issue from last 5 minutes. I'm just trying to save
You
it
should
as
have no, you should have downloaded and kept it actually. I'll just share it in the chat box. Okay, just a minute, let me close it. See, all the documents you have to download and keep it folder wise, week wise. Otherwise,
Yes,
no, you
ma'am.
will not be able to open during the class.
Ma'am, I have seen this document before. I have read this also, ma'am, but
Ma'am, can you hear me, Sudha ma'am?
Yes, yes, Sarah.
Ma'am, I have uh, jot down the points. May not be perfect, but it's an experience that uh, I
Yeah,
have
you can
experienced.
share. You can share.
Okay, ma'am, I am a global, I take social science for grade 6
Mm,
to
mm.
9. And the thing that I'm sharing here is for the grade 7. I was taking global perspective as another subject. And over there, the topic was about water crisis. So the
Can you share? Can you share?
what I have
Share
written,
the document. Yes, share the
oh, I
document.
have written on a paper, ma'am.
No, because if you share the document, others also will have an idea, right? That is the reason. Please type it out and share, no?
Yeah, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
type it, ma'am.
Yes, Soumya. Soumya, I can see you. Can you share? Can you tell what it is? Okay. Soumya, in your first thing, class is missing, huh? Yeah, you can share, but you will have to tell us also. Soumya, you're there?
Can't hear her, ma'am. Maybe she's.
No, she's in mute actually.
Oh, she's sharing, ma'am.
Okay.
Grade 10.
Grade 10. Okay. Yeah. Can you talk? I would like others also to read and give the review. Okay, your mic is not supportive. Right. I taught a lesson on organic chemistry, introducing alkenes, alkenes, and functional groups. The class involved explanation, drawing, structural formula, practice questions on naming compounds and writing. Just a minute, keep it like that. I would like others also to read and give the review. Okay, can you go a little down? Analysis part. Okay, next, conclusion. Okay, next. Okay. Okay. Others, can you just go up, Soumya? Yeah. So anyone can put any review here, would like to share anything? No one has any feedback?
Ma'am,
Yes?
it will take some time for me.
Try it out. See, unless until you speak, no, there is no correction. That's the logic. Unless until you talk, we will not be able to correct you, and no, you will not be able to think it in the right direction. Okay, Soumya, first thing is your description part. You have taught the lesson on organic chemistry. The class involved explaining, drawing structural formula, practicing on naming compounds and writing reaction. I don't know, one period you will be teaching this much is my question. First thing. You understood? Now the Gibbs reflective cycle is for one period, not for the entire lesson. So one period, if you have taken this much, then definitely, no, there will be confusion and understanding will not happen. That is one. So you will first have to restrict your period to 40 minutes. What is the topic that you have? No, it should be about the period. You want to try it out, rewrite it? Yes, please. Yeah. Anyone else? Please make it for a period. Don't make it for one chapter. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. One period. One period. Shall I start
Nirupa
sharing?
ma'am. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, ma'am. So it is about the
Okay.
one period only, ma'am. It is grade 8 English. I was taking the writer's voice. The topic was writer's voice. So I just asked the students to complete a writing part, which is based on the features of the writer's voice in actually two of the stories. First is the last leaf, and second is the gift of Magi. Right. So I just asked them to complete that worksheet in the workbook. So I just found that some finished it in the just 5-10 minutes, while the other, they were just struggling and they actually didn't complete. So my feelings were that at first I felt actually little pleased that some students were able to complete in 5-10 minutes only. Same time I just started worrying about actually couldn't write anything in the worksheet. So I felt a bit frustrated, ma'am, right? Because I just thought maybe my instructions were not clear yet. Some of the students seemed unsure of what to do. So I was also concerned that the entire task might have been too much challenging for some of my students, or might be it is not as much as challenging and for the others. So after doing the complete analysis of the situation, I felt slightly pressured, ma'am, as the entire time was just running out. It was uh, 40-minute period only it was, and I just didn't want to leave some of my students behind. So I felt little pressurized and stressed. And at the same time I felt quite responsible also, because I just wanted each and every student to succeed, and they should demonstrate their understanding of the writer's voice. That all about my feelings, ma'am. And after that, what was good and bad about the experience which I actually felt there, that some students clearly understood the concept of the writer's voice and were able to apply it very much quickly in their writing. In 5-10 minutes, they have just completed the entire worksheet, ma'am. And the activity which I have given them that actually encouraged their independent thinking and creativity, were able to link two well-known stories, The Last Leaf and The Gift of Magic. So a few students showed strong analytical skills, ma'am, by just identifying the features of style and weaving them into their responses. They have just written beautifully, ma'am, in the worksheet. And whatever that work which I have given them, that actually revealed to me that they are having the different levels of ability in the class. I do have the different levels of ability in the class, which actually help me see where I should actually implement the differentiation, which might be too much needed in my class at that particular time for that particular topic. So I do need to have that part which I actually missed out. And what sense can you make of the experience? That is my analysis, ma'am. That the difference in completion means that some of the students, they have just completed in 5-10 minutes. Some were struggling. They were actually didn't write anything. So that differentiation in completion that actually suggests that the students were working at the different levels of readiness. Some had the stronger prior knowledge of the literary features and could easily apply them. They could easily make it out that what is the tone, what is the sentence structure, what they should write about the rhythm, whatever being used in two of the literary features, and could easily apply them in their worksheet. While some of the students, they just lacked confidence, or they all needed more support, scaffolding they need. And the second point which I have written, that I may not have provided enough scaffolding for the weaker students. If I had offered sentence starters, model examples, or guided questions, they just might have been able to structure their writing in a more effective way. And the stronger students finishing too much quickly, ma'am, that actually indicates me that the task was not differentiated to just challenge them further. Extension prompts I should give, for example, compare with the another story or explore how the author's cultural background shaped the voice. That actually could have deepened their engagement. And the work design may not have the considered time management adequately. I just missed that part, ma'am. And writing tasks require not only the understanding but also planning and drafting time, which can vary greatly between the learners. Some can able to finish it in 5-10 minutes because they have the prior understanding of that particular topic, while some actually don't have. And regarding the conclusion that what do you need to improve on that I just realized that the task revealed a wide gap in the readiness my students, while some were very support. I just could have prepared the tiered task, ma'am, a basic version with the scaffolds for those struggling, and an advanced extension for the quicker fisher. I should do my planning in such a way that should have the tiered task. And it actually providing the clear model example or a partially completed example before asking the students to just attempt the task may have reduced the confusion. And I just could have prepared the checkpoints also, which actually pausing midway to ask the students to share one sentence or their observation about the work which I have given to them. That actually might have helped me catch the struggling students earlier only, in the earlier phase of 15 minutes of time as our class started. So I learned that giving all the students the same work, the same task without differentiation can unintentionally disadvantage some students, some learners. So in the future, I should anticipate that the writing task will not take the same amount of time for every student and plan accordingly. I should plan accordingly.
Okay. Okay.
And the action plan, how will I should improve in that, ma'am? I should provide the scaffolds such as sentence starters, guiding questions, or the checklist for the students who need more support. And I
Okay.
should prepare the extension prompts also. For example, comparing with another,
Yeah.
just evaluating how culture context shapes it for the faster finishers. So I'll just include the model example or the worked paragraph before students begin. So my expectations are too much, should have been clearer to them from the beginning. And I'll just build in the task checkpoints also, a quick share of the one line or the idea to just monitor progress and intervene early with the students who are struggling.
Okay.
And I'll manage time by breaking the entire work into the stages, planning, drafting, reviewing, rather than just expecting all the students to complete the full piece in the one go. It's really too much difficult for them to do. So I will use the results of the task as the formative assessment, ma'am. Right? Identifying which students need further practice in just identifying and applying the writer's voice. So after my period, I will review students' work to just adjust my future planning, ensuring that the gap in the readiness is addressed more effectively.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's it, ma'am.
Yeah, but your feelings you should actually check because can you just go back to that feelings part of it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I was
Firstly, I
pleased and frustrated, concerned was fine.
Yes.
No, felt responsible is not something that will be there.
I felt responsible because I wanted
Slightly
everything
pressurized also is fine, but responsible
because
doesn't
time is
come
40
as
minutes only, ma'am. Time is 40 minutes. So I just
yeah. Okay. But that area you will have to
that
check it
okay,
out.
writer's
Okay.
voice they should finish. I have already completed it in the learner's book. So I just gave them the practice to do with me in the class.
Okay.
Okay. At the same time, I felt responsible. That point I should remove, ma'am. That is not.
That part is not.
Okay.
At the same time, I felt responsible, feeling responsible, pleased, frustrated, happy, sad, agonized, angered. All these comes under feeling. Okay, pressurized to some extent, fine. But no, you will have to
responsibility
think.
is not the feeling, ma'am.
No, responsible doesn't come under feeling.
That okay, that actually doesn't come under feeling. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'll remove that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your feedback.
Yes, just a minute. Yeah. Yes, Mranalini.
Can I go orally or verbally instead of
No, I
presenting?
need that with the table format. You have given me the lesson. I don't want the lesson. I want it on the format only. Because the format does not have the lesson. It consists of what is actually a reflection.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will take time. So I orally I can go ahead right now.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Without sharing the format, I can talk orally
Yeah,
now.
you talk. Yes, tell.
Okay. So I deal with the French subject. For grade 8, once I took Passé Composé grammar topic. So my feeling was mixed. I started with the excitement that I'm going to share a very important topic with them, which the titles suggest people like it is dealing with only past tense, but it partly deals with the present tense, present perfect, and partly it deals with the simple past tense also. So my observation was after starting, few students understood, but majority of the students they got confused. So I was wondering why I use some video also, song we have, which can help them for, and I use couple of examples, which was a mixed blend of audio and audio, video, and examples like. But then uh, I thought the content is too long. I should break it
Okay.
in a chunks, and then after 3-4 sessions, they understood it better.
Mm.
So this is all about.
No, why did you feel that?
Um, in my assumption was it can be covered in a day, but then based on their prior knowledge, I thought it went little overloaded for them to complete in a period, in a session. So then I started with the regular verbs first. Then in the second, I took irregulars using the auxiliary verbs. In we have etre and our auxiliary verbs. Like
Mrinalini, one question here. How did you know that your students were not able to perform, or how did you come to know?
I cross check with them. I keep on asking after every small term, and I
Mrinalini,
ask
now you
them to
understood why writing is essential.
yeah.
You think this much, okay, but when you write, it becomes this much. So then you start thinking about it, then you start writing about it. So it comes in chunks and bits. That is the reason I asked you to write in the format.
Yes, I'm about to write, but I thought I should not miss on my chance.
No, you have your time, so please write it.
Yeah.
Write it. I want all of you to write and submit, because no, without writing, your thought process will not come correctly. Yeah, anyone else? Yes, Megham, you can share.
Yes, ma'am, I'll share.
Yeah.
Just a second.
I want now others to look at it and give your review. After Megha, we'll take a break and then come back to Rohini, okay? You're able to share?
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yeah, just it's sharing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So I teach science and
Which
this is
class? Okay. Yeah, you've
grade
written
4.
top. Okay.
Grade 4. And the topic was states and properties of matter. So there was a question that why sand can behave like a liquid when it is held in our palms. And this question was given in the question paper. Only few of them could think on this question and answer, but most of them couldn't. So the feelings which I was going through is I was upset and was thinking that what went wrong while I was explaining the properties of the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid, and gases. And the evaluation was the good thing. The good experience was I understood later and realized in which area I
How did
need
you
to focus.
understand? That is important. How did you understand? How
I
did you
understood.
understand you have to
I
focus on?
understood because students were not able to answer these logical reasoning questions. So I
That is a
understood
bad
that.
experience. 1 minute. You have
Okay.
written, I understood in which areas I need to focus while
Focus.
explaining the concepts in the class. Now
Yes.
my question is, how do you know that this was the concept that they were not able to relate to?
Okay.
You understood what my question is?
Yes.
See, you're saying that this question they were not able to answer.
To answer. Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, how come you were able to pinpoint to this sand behaving as a liquid was the only aspect, or that property was the aspect that the students were not able to understand?
Because this kind of questions were not put much in the revision worksheets. Maybe because of that, they didn't have the
No,
practice
it's
of.
not maybe. See, your reflections cannot be with maybe. You have to
Okay.
tell, in the class, I have dealt with these questions, but I did not give the relation between sand and the space between our hands.
Yes.
So those type of, no, that should come. So then I understood, okay, when I am focusing in the class, I have to look at this part also. You got it. Your evaluation should come with what you are dealing with in the class. So concept of the sand being made up of minute particles is in their head. Sand going through a sieve is in their head. But hands act as a sieve, that part it's not in their head. So they were not able to connect hand to sieve. That is what was missing, isn't it? So good is, yes, I have taught them about sieve. Bad is they could not relate hand to sieve.
Yes.
You got it? That
Yes,
has
ma'am.
to come. Yeah.
And the analysis was some students could answer, but maximum of them couldn't because as
Analysis is from this experience,
yes,
what is the outcome that you have got? See, for
yes, ma'am.
example, I said that hand acts as a sieve was not related, correlated.
Yes,
So no, that means what they have not, the students' analysis is they were not able to relate it to their own hands and check.
right.
Okay, if they had done it, maybe they would have got an idea. Here it is a maybe, because analysis is future. Like, depending on what has happened, you're predicting certain things. Or you can say that that type of option I did not give in the class, where they can experiment with things. That is also one analysis. You understood? Now you have to go into why that did not happen in your class. What is that your outcome thought is? Okay, then conclusion is, then you can think about reworking on the lesson plan, on the analytical part of it, how exactly I have to work it out.
Yes. And yeah, in the action plan, I will be incorporating more real life examples. Means I will be just sieve with the palms. So more and also more worksheets on.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah. We'll take a break now and come back and look at Rohini. Rohini, just 5 minutes break, 40 it is. So 11:45, we will come back and look at Rohini. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Rohini, can you share yours? Yeah. You are sharing the, yeah.
Am I audible, ma'am?
But your share is, screen is not shared. Yeah, now it is correct.
Oh, okay. So, in my class, I explained students about process
Which
of
class?
second class students, ma'am.
In class 2, it has to be written.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, I forgot it. Okay. So, process of germination, showing students through the activity, like I showed them in the two different tubs, putting one tub in a shade and one tub with the seeds in sunlight, showing them how if the day one we sowed seeds in that, and after a couple of days, I shown the students how it sprouted up, and I also make them to see the tub which is under the shade. Okay, ma'am. So that I want them to learn that what is the basic requirements for the plant's growth and for the life of plant when it grows from the seed. When it sprouts, it needs water, sunlight.
Okay,
So,
understood. That part understood. Let's move on
ma'am.
to
So
feelings.
when after that I ask students whether they understood or not. So when I asked in group, they answered very nicely. Like they are all allied students. Some of them are allied students are there. Some of them dull students will be there in a group of students, right, ma'am? So following the other students lead, then I understood that rest of the students are also slowly or gradually they are coming up with their points. But when I conducted a test, like a small question answer type test individually, then the weak students are not able to answer properly. So I understood that I think that I should try the different approach in teaching the concept next time. So I thought,
What is your feeling? What is your feeling when they were not able to answer? That feeling is not there. Can you see?
yes,
You have
ma'am.
explained, but what is your feeling?
I felt happy when everyone able
That
to.
that is not there. See there, where is the word happy?
Yes, when I asked students individually to explain, I felt like all students couldn't able to get it, ma'am. I understood that I couldn't. All students couldn't able to
See,
understand it properly.
Rohini, 1 minute. First, initially, your feelings were happy when you found that the
Yes,
group were able to answer it. But
yes, ma'am.
when you asked them to do it in a writing task, how did you feel? Again, your feeling is needed.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
When they,
I felt like I did something wrong, or I may not
what
able
is your
to
feeling?
make them.
What is your feeling?
I felt sad that I
That
couldn't able to reach
that
them properly.
words, remember when you're writing a reflection, these words are important. Happy,
Okay,
sad, good, okay, felt anger, frustration, agonized, astonished, all these must be coming. Okay, yeah.
okay.
Mm.
So actually, here I wrote, ma'am, in evaluation part that good when everyone answered and understood, but felt
No,
bad.
in the feelings, what you have.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Some students couldn't able to answer. So
Mm.
when coming to analysis, I thought that I should try different kind of approach in teaching the concept. So
Okay.
I thought that I should improve on the method of explaining and approach both. So,
My what is the explaining? What is approach?
explaining means approach means, ma'am. I thought to next time I want to try like giving them the task beforehand, like asking them to prepare the concept which I am going to teach, get an idea of it before the session, before the class. That is
Okay.
one day ahead,
Mm-hmm.
so that they will get themselves prepared.
Okay.
So that next time, after asking them in inquiry method,
Mm.
inquiry method, like getting answers from them, what they first, I will listen what they will say, what they understood and what
Mm.
they explored, and then I thought I should explain the topic. So this is what I want to make in my action plan for uh, for my next class, and I want to try this approach.
I would ask you to go deeper into the analysis,
Okay,
because
ma'am.
you were saying that you explained in the class, and when you conducted the test, they were not able to write.
Yes,
Okay. So you're trying to use flipped method,
yes, ma'am.
making them prepare at home, and then you're going to try working that in the classroom. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So try it out. I'm not against it, but no, do your analysis a bit deeper.
Yes, ma'am.
Find out where you can improvise on your strategy, so that that will actually become more beneficial in the learning process.
So
You understood?
actually,
Your analysis must be going to the level that, okay, I found this student doing well because they were focusing on this. These students were not able to do because when I was in the group also whom they were involved with,
yes,
okay,
ma'am.
were they leaning on them? You understood, because you have already put a group there.
Yes, ma'am.
So your group dynamics also you have to bring in your analysis.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Rohini. Yeah, Yamini, you can share.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
Yes.
1 minute, I'm almost. Can you see my screen, ma'am?
Yes. Now I can. Make it full screen, no?
1 minute. No, do it. Yes. Yes, ma'am. So, my thing was when we started revision. This was during a revision
Can
session.
you zoom it a bit down? The percentage, can you increase it? Yeah, fine. Now fine.
Sorry, ma'am, it got closed. Just
Ah,
it's fine, ma'am.
yes.
So, what? Sorry. Yeah.
Mm.
So what happened was when we were, this was during a revision class. So the topic was
Again, you missed the class. Which class?
grade 1, ma'am. Sorry. This was grade 1. So
Mm.
we already explained them about the topic of story plot. They already are aware of that topic. So I'm preparing them for the topic of picture writing, where I displayed a picture, a story picture, and they have to write it. So when we are doing that, I displayed the picture and then I right away gave the instructions, two instructions, how they should write about after seeing that picture. And I noticed more than half of the class was not able to write. Not more than half. I could say all of them are looking at me, uh, surprised, and there's question mark everything on their face. Then I note, like, I changed the strategy and I asked one of them to come and I asked them to talk about any one picture. Pick one picture and talk about it. So slowly they started talking about random pictures. Now we stopped and we asked them to arrange them. Like one person should only talk about the first picture. So we formed a story in that way. And slowly everybody in this class started pitching in and we were able to do it. Then I asked them to write the story. then they were able to write in their own words more than half of the class. Maybe I was not able to achieve 100%, but definitely 80% of the class was able to write in their own words whatever they spoke about or whatever they heard, understood. But my feelings when the children did not respond to the immediate question was, what was missing? Like, did they get confused, or did I not deliver it impactfully for them to recollect? And did they forget it's exam time? And where it went wrong completely for me to, like, it gave me frustration, disappointment, and I myself got confused because it was a topic which was iterated so many times. Then came later I identified the hesitation in the children, like to speak. When I changed the activity, the complete dynamic of the class completely changed, and they all started participating and doing the work. That is when I realized that experience changed my point of view, like how the topic, like if I'm giving, like, I shouldn't be giving the topic directly when I'm, like, keeping the grade in mind. I have to go ahead in, like, that my first priority should be the grade in mind and prepare them beforehand to what is coming to you. So that is what I analyzed, like, um in my analyzing. Then comes the conclusion. I start, like, I thought I should emphasize on prior knowledge, as I said, keeping age and grade in mind of the learners directly, and before posing a direct questions, understanding that children need scaffolding when you give a direct question. Right.
Yes.
That basic understanding, and the action plan is reiterate the topic. For this, before assigning the questions and preparing the children what's coming to them next to work on. Like the first 5 minutes are the very important thing, is what I realized before starting the session or the class.
Very true. Right. So yours is come out very nicely because it's your own experience that is well put there. It's clearly observable that no, it's clearly your experience that has come out there. Right? Thank you, Yamini. Thank you. Yeah.
Ma'am, can I share next if she's done?
Yes,
Huh?
I'm closing it as.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Trying to share.
After Sarah, I'm stopping because I would like to move on to the next topic on mindset.
Okay, ma'am. Can you
Yeah, I
see?
can see. I can see it.
Okay. So it's class 7. It's global perspective I take. The topic was water crisis. I was explaining how global water scarcity affect us and then turn into a debate. And one group was just not listening to my perspective and constantly saying if we buy water, whether we use it or waste it, it's our choice. And I was feeling so helpless at that time and frustrated at the same time. I never thought or could imagine that students can come up with something so important to our existence to take on a lighter note. Many students were disengaged, and was my evaluation was many students were disengaged and did not listen, which made it difficult to deliver the message effectively. A few continued side conversations showing little interest in the importance of the water crisis. My good experience was few students were more attentive and even shared their own experience of water shortage in summers in the neighborhood. Wait, hold on.
No, you can break it.
Yeah. Can you see it, ma'am, or no?
Yes, yes, yes. Can you just now expand it?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Then different student have I have understood that different students have different attentive spans and topic of interest. If a child is not interested in discussing a particular topic, they will find reasons to avoid doing so. Going so
Is
far
it
as raising.
Sarah, just a minute. No, the
Yes, ma'am.
statement that you said in the class that no, what will happen if we buy it? It doesn't have relation with uh, the attentive span.
No, ma'am,
If that
I
is
didn't
the
say that.
discussion, no. See
The
the
student says
what
that.
happened. I understood, Sarah, when you're saying what happened in the class was okay, saying that if we buy water, whether we use it or waste it, it's our
Yes.
choice. Okay, then that means no, in your analysis, it was not about attentive spans. Think what it actually reflects.
No, it was illogical questions were there, ma'am. Like
No,
because
it's
they
not. It's not about illogical. Think, no, Sarah. Think a little bit more. Can anyone help her? If the child is saying that we buy water, we use it or waste it, it's our choice. What does that actually indicate?
that they are
Cultural
not very
influence.
serious with the natural resources
Okay,
and they don't it's like if they have power, why do they have to like be careful about it?
there is just
Never
looking for that.
experienced the
Never experienced. Okay, but what is the attribute that we are looking at? Cambridge attribute.
Cultural responsiveness we need to inculcate in between them.
Yeah, yes, Mrinalini, the right word is responsibility.
Responsible, ma'am.
Yes. They are, Sarah, that they are becoming irresponsible.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
your analysis should be they are not responsible. So when they are not responsible, your analysis should go to the background check also of finding out why they have behaved irresponsibly or why are they passing comments so irresponsibly. You understood, Sarah?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have understood. Yes, it
So
is.
then in
It's
order
like
to engage
yeah.
them, how are you going to engage them now? Now you know the factor that has made them is responsibility, lack of responsibility. How will you make them responsible should be your analysis.
Okay, ma'am.
You got it?
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
you think on those points and then you may come to a conclusion of how you will make them responsible. You
Okay.
got it, because as
Yes,
a
ma'am. Yes,
teacher
ma'am.
our work is to make them responsible, and especially with GP you will have to focus on building responsibility, ethics and responsibility among students.
Yes, ma'am.
So there it has to be more about building the responsibility. Okay, conclusion, then you write your action plan of what exactly you will do to build responsibility.
Okay, ma'am. So
Got
from
it?
yes, ma'am, I have understood like yeah, being responsible, teaching them to be responsible.
Mm,
It's not a perspective, it's not a choice. You have to be
have to be.
responsible. Yes. Yes, ma'am, I
You
understood.
understood. So your analysis, see, this happens. It's not that it's your fault. It is how students are. They are wired like that. It happens in the class. And as teachers know, we cannot blame them for anything, but we in turn, it's our responsibility to make them responsible. So
Yes,
how
ma'am.
we build that responsibility plays a vital role. Okay.
Yes,
So your
ma'am.
reflection should happen on those lines.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. I'm continuing.
Yes.
So there is a small video on the mindset. Okay. Mindset mindset that is required for education. See, today's scenario is that as teachers, most of the times we get frustrated, be it parent, be it student. No, I can understand. But again, for all of you, because you're attending this course, don't take it to heart. Apply, gives a reflective cycle. Start thinking on the action plan of how to overcome that frustration. Okay. So don't take it personally, because I have seen teachers who have gone to the extent with health problems. Okay, and no, thinking of so many things, what am I going to do with life? So that need not happen if we put the cycle into our daily practice. Yeah.
Virtually all great people who've been successful in any field have possessed growth mindset qualities. But how can you develop them in yourself? Step 1. Learn to hear your fixed mindset voice. When faced with a new challenge, the voice might say, "Are you sure you can do it? Maybe you don't have the talent." But what if you fail? You'll be a failure. People will laugh at you for even thinking you had talent. If you don't try, you can protect yourself and keep your dignity. When you hit a setback, the voice might say, "This would have been a snap if you'd really had talent. You see, I told you it was a risk. Now you've shown the world how limited you are. It's not too late to back out, make excuses, and try to regain your dignity." As you face criticism, you might hear yourself say, "It's not my fault. It was something or someone else's fault." Constructive feedback might make you feel angry at the person who's giving you feedback. Who do they think they are? I'll put them in their place. Even if the feedback is specific and very constructive, you might just hear, "I'm really disappointed in you. I thought you were capable, but now I see you're not." Step 2. Recognizing that you have a choice. How you interpret challenges, setbacks, and criticism is your choice and yours alone. You can interpret them in a fixed mindset as signs that your talent or abilities are lacking, or in a growth mindset as signs that you need to ramp up your strategies and effort, stretch yourself, and expand your abilities. It's up to you. So as you face challenges, setbacks, and criticism, hear the fixed mindset voice and Step 3. Talk back to it with a growth mindset voice. As you approach a challenge, the fixed mindset says, "Are you sure you can do it? Maybe you don't have the talent." The growth mindset answers, "I'm not sure I can do it now, but I think I can learn to with time and effort." Fixed mindset, "But what if you fail? You'll be a failure." Growth mindset, "Most successful people fail somewhere along the way to success." Fixed mindset, "If you don't try, you can protect yourself and keep your dignity." Growth mindset, "If I don't try, I automatically fail. Where's the dignity in that?" When you hit a setback, fixed mindset, "This would have been a snap if you really had talent." Growth mindset, "That is so wrong. Basketball wasn't easy for Michael Jordan, and science wasn't easy for Thomas Edison or Albert Einstein. They had a passion and put in tons of effort." As you face criticism, fixed mindset, "It's not my fault. It was something or someone else's fault." Growth mindset, "If I don't take responsibility, I can't fix it. Let me listen, however painful it is, and learn whatever I can." Then, Step 4. Take the growth mindset action. Over time, which voice you listen to becomes entirely your choice. Whether you take on the challenge wholeheartedly, learn from your setbacks and try again, or hear the feedback and act on it. Success is now in your hands. If you focus on process, do your best, and enjoy it.
Now, I would like you to read Mind in Education, okay? This article that is shared with you, okay? And then discuss about its importance in, according to you, what is its importance? For Sarah, your this one, you can consider them having the fixed mindset, and it is important that you develop growth mindset in your students.
And we should start presenting our views.
Yes, you can. You can.
Ma'am, we should start presenting our
Yes,
views, or we
yes,
should
you
write in
can
the
present.
chat box.
You can present also.
Okay. 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 So according to that, may I start, ma'am?
Yes.
May I start? Okay. So according to that, that document which shared, if I put that a fixed mindset is the belief that the intelligence and talent are unchangeable traits. Right, ma'am? So the people with the fixed mindset see the failure as a reflection of their own abilities, and they just avoid the challenges to protect their sense of competence. They just assume that the success actually depends on the innate ability rather than the effort, leading them to fear failure, and they just resist their own growth. And moreover, that mindsets actually shape the behavior, relationships, and success. And the students with a growth mindset, they actually uh, they actually see the perseverance through the challenges, and they value the effort, and they just perform better academically than those with a fixed mindset. According to
Very
that,
true.
given by the Calro in the 2014, and the PDQ in the 2014, they have just given this viewpoint, ma'am.
See, the growth mindset and the fixed mindset,
yes.
Rupa, just a minute. Growth mindset and fixed mindset is actually the idea which was actually propagated by Dr. Carol Dweck, who was the professor of Harvard University. So because no, we don't get her original this one, but once when we are into the units, you will have to study about Carol Dweck also. There is a TED talk. If you are interested, you can listen to her TED talk also of Carol Dweck, how exactly she has done. There is few TED talks, Carol Dweck, Angelina Duckworth, okay, Ken Robinson. These are people who are prominent in the areas of education, whom you can go through, and know you can have an idea about the different types of, like Angelina Duckworth was on grit. Okay,
Okay,
how
grit is also very
grit is
important.
important
Yes,
for
inequality
yeah, in coming up, becoming
for the
success
growth
in life.
mindset. Yes,
So
yes,
Carol
yes.
Dweck was on this one
And
last
when we
week.
go,
Last week I gave you about Hattie. John Hattie is the pioneer in visible learning. Visible learning.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these are things that you will have to go
Yes,
through time
ma'am.
and again. Yeah. Yes, Rupa.
Yes, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. And moreover, cultivating a growth mindset helps close the achievement gaps by just encouraging the true learning rather than the temporary reassurance. That also given by the Dweck. And the students with the fixed mindset, they just keep avoiding the challenging work to just protect their sense of intelligence, while those with the growth mindset, they just seek the challenges to just develop their abilities. And in the article, it is also just given by that the research diverse fifth grade students mindset students actually declining and growth mindset students improving.
Yes, Mrinalini, you wanted to present something?
Yeah. Ma'am covered good points, but while going
So
through
give
the
your
topic,
own
yeah,
example. See, one
yeah,
thing is there is nothing short here. It's up to you how you apply also.
yeah.
Yeah.
While going through the document, I just evolved with the one formula. I hope that is greed plus mindset plus emotional regulation. Yeah, that can be a formula for effective education to be a lifelong learner in true sense.
Very true, very true. But
If we want to
emotional regulation is not that easy.
yeah, I just made a formula how we can make a single line statement for all this entire documentation. Otherwise, yes, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset, it starts with the and here in the topic, and fixed mindset thinks that the talent is innate, inborn, and growth mindset believe that they can develop it with the efforts and pursuance.
Very good. Perseverance. That's true. Yes.
Yeah, so if we praise even for efforts and strategy, it fosters the resilience. And if we praise to the intelligence, and it can undermine, it can uh, demotivate to the person at the end as a result.
See, a simple example like that I'll give you is sometimes, no, as she rightly said, when she said of emotional regulation, this came to my mind. Okay. Many times, no, this emotional regulation is not in our hands. They make a lot of noise, and sometimes you blast them. Right?
You know,
It
ma'am,
happens.
sorry to break you, but in Bhagavad Gita, there is one term called Sthita Prajna. We need to implement it in true sense.
Yes, but how far it is practical, we have to see. So
It's a
you go
matter of
blast.
practice.
Yeah. So you once you do that, you will see some students having long face and sitting. Okay. Now remember, after blasting, your conscious will say you did something wrong. That's natural in us. Now some students will be sitting with a long face, not talking to us, but some will come and say, "Ma'am, it's okay. Okay, we will see that next time we will not do." Now note those students. Those students are your students with growth mindset, because they have not taken that seriously. They understood that they have made a mistake. Okay, we are learning from it. That attitude that comes, that is growth mindset. And no, the others with the long face, it takes time and they recover, fine. Otherwise, they go home, make it as a big fuss. Next day, parent comes, why are you? That is a fixed mindset. Now, don't be targeting the child for that. Okay. Your work is, you now have recognized who is having a fixed mindset. Yes.
We learn from the mistakes.
You learn. Now you
Yeah,
in your
in the
class
sense,
also
we in
you
the
have
sense
identified.
generalized statement. Everybody
Yeah.
needs to
So
learn from the
now
mistakes.
identify that fixed mindset child. Your work is to convert that mindset into growth mindset.
Very true.
You made a mistake. I'm not saying no. Remember, every mistake that we make, there is always a good and the bad that is coming out of it. So how you convert that bad into good is what is most important when you are a teacher. Okay. So when we are talking of growth mindset, even we, I'm not going to say me as an exception, because whenever, for me, it's management, for you, it is your principal. Say something, what is the first reaction? Abba. Right? Yes or no? So that is our fixed mindset talking. Yes? But I can understand that is what in Gibbs cycle you're feeling. First feeling comes. After that, we have to take it, right? Why would that have happened? And now put it in the cycle, devise an action plan, overcome it. Now remember, this you have to do throughout this course, so that it becomes a practice for you in everyday life. Everyday life. And it makes you better thinkers. So when are you going to start this? Again, now it's holidays. But every incident that you pass through holidays, where your patience is tested, where your anger is coming, slowly start putting into this loop. Try to analyze it and come out with a better action plan. I won't say micromanage, because that is not required. Wherever you find that you can, because once it becomes a habit for you in the classroom, it becomes easy for you to understand your kids. That is the reason I'm asking you to slowly put it into practice, one step at a time, so that when you enter the class, you will have an idea. And you will, now I'm telling you, after learning Gibbs, what generally as teachers, it'll happen to us is, this child is answering this. Why is he not able to answer that question? This will start happening to us now, once you start stepping into your classes. Now, if that is happening, then definitely, you're looking at the learning of the child. And your communication with the parent also will become better, because you are now literally looking at how you can help the child learn better. Okay. So growth mindset is not only for your professional, it is also for your personal purpose. And sometimes, if you start looking at, okay, he shouted, if there is value in it, I will take it. Otherwise, leave it. It gives you a lot of peace of mind. Yes. So, no, those who are spoiling your health out of stress, this becomes a stress buster also. Yeah. Yeah. Any other examples that you would like to give? Any other examples? So this is the homework for you. Practice the reflective cycles in one of your classes. Share it with your mentor. Okay, ask her to provide her feedback. Provide your feedback also. And in case you have any questions or clarifications, you can ask now. Because next class, please, I request everyone to be present, because it's academic writing. This class, those who have missed will really struggle, because I know reflective cycle is not so easy without listening to it. Next is academic writing. So that is after your holidays, you have a 2-week break. So it is on October 12th. October 12th. Please don't miss it, because if you miss it, I can't help you in referencing and how exactly you have to paraphrase and write. That is, you can't write exact statements from the reference document. You will have to paraphrase it and write it. Okay. So that
Madam,
you, yes, Rohini.
We need to send this, ma'am, like previously how we
No,
send.
no. Don't send it to me. Only your goal I need. This one is for your practice, because after next week, next session, your units are starting. From there onwards, your real assignment starts. So that is the reason you can show it to your mentor and you can ask for her feedback. Okay? Yeah. Any questions or clarifications anyone has? Yes. Any questions or clarifications? Is today's session clear to you? You can follow. See, Gibbs is more dissected method of reflective practice. It's not mandatory that you have to follow Gibbs. You have to share it in a folder, Soumya. Share the folder with this document. All your assignment folders will be in that folder. Don't share fresh folders. Just send me the link of the folder for your assignment. Yes. So next session will be academic writing. You will be understanding how to write assignments and how to write references for assignments. Okay, entire documentation will be there, and you will also have a session on metacognition. We have not done metacognition, so metacognition will also happen next week. Next session, sorry. Any questions, anyone? On reflective practices? So anyone you can follow. Yes, sir. Mrinalini.
We just need to share the link. We need not to share the Google Drive.
So, ma'am, whatever
Now
the
you
homework,
share the folder.
Ah,
Inside that folder, you will create folders of Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3 as the course proceeds. Whatever is the Unit 1 assignment, you will be entering in Unit 1 folder. Unit 2 assignments in Unit 2 folder. But everything should be shared to me with edit option. Otherwise, I cannot comment on it. So that you will have the review done. Okay.
okay.
So today create a folder. Yes, Rupama.
So the homework part only we need to share, not the Gibbs reflective cycle.
No, don't share that. No, that's
Okay.
not required.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Rohini, you have to send it in the folder. Huh? You have not sent to me in the folder.
Okay, ma'am. I sent in a drive. Actually,
No, it's not drive. You have to create a folder, put the documents inside the folder and share the entire folder.
Okay, ma'am.
Folder through mail, not WhatsApp.
Madam, when I entered the mail, that is not able to send, madam. That is so only again
No,
I
it will.
sent.
It will. See, this is my mail ID.
You have to share that folder
Yeah.
in ma'am's email ID. Let me just check if I can show it to you. Just I'm showing something so that it becomes easier.
You're able to, otherwise mine is available.
I am, ma'am. I'm just going to batch 7 to just show them how it works. Say example, just for reference. This is the batch 7 folder I have done for our, internal center details and everything. So now I need to just share this. Go here, share, and put ma'am's email ID, trainer TL. So if I give it to her, and like ma'am says, I need to always keep it as editor. This will be editor and send. So now ma'am has access to whatever I keep on putting in this folder. In this folder, you need to have 3 separate folders as new folder, unit 1. Like this, you have to create unit 1, unit 2, unit 3. Are we clear?
Rohini, understood?
Understood, everybody? I'm sure you would be knowing it, but I thought let us
Yes, ma'am.
just, just give
See, if
a
you're not able
understanding.
to, take the help of your computer operator, use your personal mail, do not use your school mail.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and if you have given FESDA your school mail, inform and change it to your personal mail ID, because after the next session, I will be creating your portfolio. So portfolios must be in your personal mail ID. Check the spellings of your names when you're giving, because with correct spelling only we will be making it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, madam.
Any other queries? Yes, Mrinalini.
Ma'am, I checked in my portfolio. My birth date is 2025. I want to edit it.
No, that you send to Shilpa. Shilpa will edit. Info you
Oh,
send.
okay.
Yeah.
Email, separate email
You
regarding
could
this.
just
See, that,
message.
that is not your portfolio. Which
That
is
is
the
not your
portfolio?
portfolio. It is
No, no,
not
no,
a
no,
document.
not that. On the screen, a dashboard.
You're talking about your FIS
FESDA.
logins.
That
That can be ignored, Mrinalini, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, that can be ignored. That app, you just use it for your online class and e-resources. For the Cambridge, like Sudha ma'am now just mentioned, there would be a portfolio open for you with your exact details only. Okay? This
Okay.
only purposes for the class joining and e-materials. That's all. Okay?
Any
You're
other
good to go.
questions
Any
anyone has?
questions?
Ma'am,
Otherwise, we can, yeah. Yes, Yamini.
it's related to the previous class. I'm going through the on video and I'm going through the work also. I'm not able to access the Excel sheet that you shared.
No, no, that is not shared actually. I'll give you if you want view option. I've not shared the Excel sheet. I
Oh,
restricted actually. I didn't want any entry to happen after the class. So I
okay.
restricted. Yeah.
Okay. Can you just share the link?
I'll share it. I'll share it. No, the same link you can, but I will give you view option.
Ma'am,
Yes.
session video link is not really working.
That's a YouTube link, Mrinalini. You're
Okay.
talking about the recording link?
Yeah.
It
One
is a
link.
YouTube link. When you click there, you would get the recording.
But it is not getting copied also.
You just need to go to e-resourcer. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm going there. I
1 minute.
tried.
Hold on. No, please hold on. Let me also check.
Now you can. You just check. You can open the refresh and check. You can view the document.
Ma'am,
If others do not have any questions, you can make a move.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, now when I was making a folder in the drive and I'm trying to share it with you, it's showing that you don't have the Google account, so unable to share.
You should open it from your mail ID.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you
doing
just
it from
share it
my
here?
mail ID.
Can you share it here? Can you share it here?
Share your screen
Okay,
and show us, Megha. That will be.
I will do.
Mm.
Yeah, ma'am, I have shared my folder with you in the drive. Ma'am, did you receive, ma'am?
Yes, yes, Rupa, I have.
Yeah, okay.
Megha, you're sharing?
Uh,
Megha,
yes,
you
ma'am.
can just keep it ready. I'll just show it to the Mrinalini here. See, this is class recording, Mrinalini.
Just a minute,
Everybody.
actually. Megha is sharing.
Okay, ma'am. I'm doing a stop share.
I
Yeah.
stopped, ma'am. Ma'am, Shilpa, ma'am, please go
I
ahead.
stopped. I stopped. Please go ahead, Megha.
Okay, okay. Just a second. Yes, ma'am. So, when I'm trying to give you the access from here,
Mm.
you are the editor. When I'm trying to send it, it's showing like this.
You have to go to, just do an OK here, please. Do an OK.
Okay.
Go back. Cancel, cancel. Huh. Now click on this restricted.
Restricted, you click on.
Click on the restricted.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
You don't keep it as Festa, you keep it with your name.
Okay.
Anyone with the link?
Anyone with the link.
Yes.
Okay.
1 minute. It's showing updating. There you make editor. Viewer, it has come, isn't it? Viewer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Open
I'll
it.
make it as editor.
Done.
Yes.
Now type my name there.
Okay, this.
Yeah.
Again,
It's
it's
done.
saying
No, ma'am, it's not.
not done, ma'am.
What is your Gmail ID? What is the Gmail ID that you're using?
Ma'am, Chaudhary.megha. Chaudhary.megha90.
But it's saying you cannot share it.
1
because...
minute.
Yeah, ma'am.
1 minute. Her first thing is her email ID is wrong. World School.
World
Spelling
School.
mistake.
WORLD. There is S there.
Okay, you click and correct the spelling there. Okay, you click, correct the spelling there. World School. WORLD. No, this email ID, you cross it. Cross it and type it. Don't take the ready-made email ID that's already in your database. That's a wrong one. Now type it there.
Here, this one. Here I'll type.
Type. Trainer TL. Not that. Type it. Don't take that.
Okay.
Don't take that. Trainer.
Okay. Trainer TL.
TL at the rate. Ambitus. TUS World School. WORLD.
World.
SCHOOL.com. It's already the wrong one is in your database. Now it has come. The correct one has come.
Okay. Shall I do it done
Yeah,
now?
done.
Done. Now it is done.
You've got it.
Yes.
Rename this as Mega. Festa, you've put it, no, Mega.
Okay,
Rename this as Mega because ma'am would get that folder as Mega.
Okay, ma'am.
She would be having other candidates also, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Now ma'am has this folder as Mega only.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll quickly share the screen. Just a minute. So now class recording of last batch, you go into e-content, okay? And then go to class recording. You can even put here in the search class recording. Only that will show up. Say when I put here class, see it will show me class recording. So click here. This link I need to click and it goes to the recording. Okay?
I'll try.
Yeah. There's a small link there, Mrinalini. You need to click on that. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Okay.
Yamini mentioned, can you share the link for the Excel sheet? It is not popping in the shared folder section.
Ma'am,
it will not pop. You have to go to the PPT and click on it.
Okay.
Yeah, you will have to go to the PPT and click on it. It's in the PPT, right? So it will come there with view option.
Maybe because I missed the previous session, I think I'm missing the dots. I mean, I'm not able to connect the dots. So see, the problem that I'm facing is when I go into this FIS e-content, there is one particular evaluation formats, session 3 resources. There is this notepad option which is popping up over there. I'm trying to open it and I'm not able to open it.
Now that notepad, I think, is for the links of that particular class.
But there
You
is
have a
another one,
Word
external links is there, Word, that is also there.
Go to
notepad
the
action
PPT,
plan
Yamini.
format.
Go to the PPT.
1 minute. No, the video
Slides,
you can
slides.
see. I'm following the video. I'm following the session.
No, you have a slideshow that part is there. Can you see that?
Just 1 minute. Now I'm going slideshow. Yes, session 13 PPT.
That you click on it. In that you will have all the links that are active.
Okay, ma'am. I'll go through this. Thank you so much.
Any other queries? Anyone else?
Yeah, ma'am, just one question, that the homework we need to share in the module 1 only, na? In the module 1 folder.
This time no sharing. This time no sharing. I just needed your action plan because when you're doing your further in the course, you will lose the document. At least I'll be having, so that can be sent to Cambridge as one of the evidence for your module 1. That is the reason
Module
I'm
1.
asking you to keep. Otherwise, this is not required. Even action plan is not required. If you're doing your diploma, see, I did, but those documents are not with me. When I did my diploma, I really struggled to get back my documents, which I have done in my unit 1. So in order that you are comfortable, I'm keeping all these documents with me so that in case you're moving on to your diploma, this is required. This is where you started your plan. From there to where you have moved, you need.
It's like
For
a
that I'm
roadmap.
storing. You got it? Yeah.
Rohini, yes.
Ma'am, we should name that folder as Unit 1, right, ma'am?
Module 1. Name the folder as Module 1. And in Module 1, 3 units. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mrinalini.
I typed in the search class.
Can you
and
share your
it didn't-
screen, Mrinalini?
Yes, I'm
Please.
about to share
Yeah.
that. Can you see my shared page? So here,
Click on that link. Click on that link.
14. Yeah, click on that.
Okay, the link. Good morning, everybody. Okay, we'll see what is the problem when. Only audio is coming.
now this is coming. Previously, it was also not on.
Morning, Miss Mrinalini. Morning, Rupa.
Okay, we'll check
Yeah,
it.
audio is coming. Audio is coming.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my laptop camera is not working. That's why I just started my video from the phone. And
Okay, that yeah, no, that the YouTube audio is coming.
Noted here.
Okay, we'll check it, Mrinalini. Is that from your ID or is it, what is it? I'll just get it checked from the IT desk, okay?
We'll just start in another 2 minutes. So you can keep everything ready, Miss Rohini. Good morning.
But why is it running in the background, Sudha ma'am?
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am.
Someone else has opened it. Mrinalini, I think you didn't mute the YouTube. You should end the screen, it will go up. Yeah. Now it's not there. Yeah, if no other questions, we can call it a day.
Shall we leave, ma'am?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And happy Dasara.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Happy Dasara,
happy
ma'am.
Dasara to all of